Hello everybody, welcome today to Cligga Head. I've come out for a wander along this stretch of coast here in between St Agnes and Perranporth to an absolute geological gem here in Cornwall. Cligga Head is one of Cornwall's most famous locations for looking at rocks, mainly because of what's been mined here, because there's lots of evidence of historical mining on this site. There's been tin extracted here, there's been copper extracted here, but actually one of Cornwall's lesser known resources, tungsten as well. And what you can see in the rocks here, in particular the granites, but also the surrounding metamorphosed sedimentary rocks as well, is being able to understand a bit of the processes, the geological processes that have enriched those metals in the rocks. And we can see these wonderful mineral veins that variably host these ore minerals, loads of incredible minerals like cassiterite, which is the ore of tin, or wolframite, which is the ore of tungsten as well. And good news for you guys, because I'm planning hopefully to do a geo-walk here very soon. It's why I'm here today, doing a quick recce of the site, having a look around. I've been here loads of times before in the past, but it's just planning this walk so you guys can explore this area, get the fullest out of it, discover the amazing rocks and minerals you can see here, and learn a bit about the processes that have led to all of this mining history here in the past. We'll learn a bit about that mining history as well. It's so evident here. The scars of historical mining are really, really on show. So it's a great place to come and visit. I'm going to crack on my way now, so cheers and gone. So I've just dropped down from the quarry here at Cligga, just above me, down to this lovely little viewing platform here to get a really good view of the coastline. The mineralisation that we have here at Cligga Head is centred around the Cligga granite. It's only a small body of granite. It's kind of lozenge shaped. It's only a few hundred metres long and probably less than 100 metres wide, kind of running north-south. But it's associated with these granites that we actually get this tin and tungsten mineralisation in what's called, big words, greisen-bordered sheeted veins. Okay, now let's break that down. Greisen-bordered, that is the alteration of the granites that's been caused by these mineralizing fluids, these hot, watery, hydrothermal fluids that have altered the granites to minerals, things including sericite, which is like a small white mica. You get a bit of quartz in there, topaz, and a few other bits as well. But it kind of hardens the granite, and it's a really distinctive alteration pattern. Within the veins themselves, they're typically made of quartz, bit of tourmaline, but this is where you get the ore minerals like cassiterite, which is the tin ore, and wolframite, which is the ore of tungsten. And tungsten is a lesser known resource that Cornwall's produced. In fact, it's only really been produced during the 20th century and maybe in the future as well. But it occurs in these veins, and the sheeted vein bit of that is the fact that a lot of these veins they're quite narrow and they're very closely spaced. It's quite different to elsewhere in Cornwall, where miners have mined out these mineral veins or lodes, which can be tens of centimetres wide, and they've dug those out to get the ores out of them. Whereas here, they're so closely spaced, it's actually easier just to dig the whole lot out. So it's a lower grade deposit, but if the price is right, then it's worthwhile doing. It's been variably mined here at Cligga throughout the 20th century, mainly around the two world wars. That's fundamentally being driven by the fact we use tungsten to strengthen steel, so for tanks and other war machines. But not a lot has been mined here, and there's still quite a bit left as well. So there's a lot to see when you come down here. And in the cliffs behind me, where you can actually see this Cligga granite exposed within it, you can see these incredible sheeted vein complexes, which variably host still some of these ore minerals that you can see. It is incredibly dangerous to get down there. I'm not going to do that. Okay, in fact, there was a rockfall here back in December 2025, which pretty much took out what little path there was to get down there anyway. So I'm going to stay safely up at this viewing platform, but even still, great place to come and see this amazing place and understand a bit more about the geology that's created it. A couple of other things which really get your attention when you first get down here for the first time is, well, first of all, you can actually see where the old underground tunnels have actually been exposed in the cliffs. This almost like an ant's nest as where rockfalls have exposed these old underground workings. But one of the things I think we're really drawn to, especially on a day like this, is the colour in the cliffs. It's incredible. There's so many different colours going on, and this is all down to these complicated alteration processes where fluids passing through the rock, which could be several hundred degrees centigrade and full of all sorts of nasties, which make quite acidic, and all sorts of chemical elements in them, react with the rocks, primarily the granites and some of the minerals in there, and they variably change them, they alter them. It's an alteration process. And you get different styles of alteration, like greisen alteration. You get kaolinization, where fluids change the feldspars in the rock, break them down to kaolin, which is better known as china clay. You get loads of lovely red colours, which is variably iron oxides, iron oxide minerals like hematite and things. And in some places you get these wonderful green colours as well, which are copper. Okay, so there is copper here as well, variably in different places. So that's what you're kind of drawn to, but again, it's looking at these things and going, well, how did that happen? Why is this like this? And if you're the type of person that likes to ask those questions, geowalks are definitely the thing for you, because I hope that I can answer those, or at least we can start a good conversation about how these things form. Keep your eyes open on the website. I'll be posting these hopefully in the next month or so, and if you want to keep up to date, it's worth signing up to the mailing list as well, because I'll send out my monthly newsletters where you can learn a little bit more about what I do and keep an eye out on any new geowalks as and when they come available. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to crack on. Cheers now.